The purpose of the United States deploying C-17 aircraft to Sudan. The situation in Sudan has recently experienced a serious escalation of tensions due to the armed conflict between the Sudanese military and the paramilitary group Rapid Support Forces, RSF. The prolonged fighting in and around Khartoum has caused widespread chaos, trapping civilians in dangerous situations and threatening the safety of foreign personnel. In an increasingly uncontrolled situation, the United States has finally decided to deploy Boeing C-17 Globemaster III military transport aircraft to the region surrounding Sudan as part of a precautionary measure and preparedness for various emergency scenarios. The deployment of the C-17 aircraft is not a random act, but rather part of a well-thought-out military and diplomatic strategy. This aircraft is known as the logistics backbone of the U.S. Air Force due to its ability to carry large loads, land on short runways, and operate in areas with limited infrastructure. In the context of Sudan, the deployment of the C-17 allows the United States to respond quickly to drastically changing situations, whether to evacuate its citizens, deliver humanitarian aid, or support diplomatic operations on the ground. A statement from a Pentagon official stated that the deployment of the C-17 aircraft was part of contingency planning, meaning it was prepared for the worst-case scenario without necessarily signaling direct military intervention. The United States has learned from numerous previous experiences that early readiness can be the difference between success and failure in protecting its citizens abroad when conflict suddenly erupts. In this case, the presence of the C-17 aircraft symbolized the readiness and ability of the American military to act quickly. In addition to evacuations, the C-17 aircraft also served as a logistical support and troop transport for security support when needed.
Okay, Jump Master. Go!
In crisis situations, additional personnel are often needed to secure areas around embassies, evacuate diplomatic staff, or protect vital infrastructure related to United States interests. Therefore, the presence of a large aircraft like the C-17 sends a powerful signal to the military to adapt to the dynamics on the ground. This move also has important geopolitical significance. Sudan is strategically located in East Africa, near the Red Sea and important international shipping lanes. Instability in the region has the potential to have a domino effect on regional security, especially for neighboring countries like Ethiopia, Eritrea, and Egypt. The United States certainly does not want the chaos in Sudan to escalate into a crisis zone that could be exploited by other powers like Russia or China to expand their influence. Therefore, the deployment of C-17 aircraft also demonstrates the U.S.'s political and strategic presence in Africa. Furthermore, the presence of C-17 aircraft also serves as a form of support for international humanitarian operations. The conflict in Sudan has claimed thousands of lives and forced hundreds of thousands of people to flee to other countries. With its large carrying capacity, the C-17 can be used to deliver medical aid, food, and emergency supplies to the most affected areas. This step demonstrates that, despite its military orientation, the United States still prioritizes the humanitarian aspect of every operation it undertakes. The decision to deploy C-17 aircraft also sends a strong message to the international community that the United States will not remain silent when a situation in a country has the potential to threaten global stability. In a conceptual context, this action signals to the Sudanese government the need to safeguard the safety of foreign citizens and open humanitarian channels for international missions. Thus, the U.S. move is not merely operational, but also part of a subtle diplomacy of pressure that combines force and humanitarianism. Sudan itself has had a volatile relationship with the United States. After being removed from the list of state sponsors of terrorism in 2020, relations between the two countries have become tense again due to political turmoil and a military coup. Under these circumstances, the deployment of U.S. military aircraft serves as a form of security for its diplomatic assets in a region that is not yet fully stable politically and security-wise.